Black Nerds Podcast.
Subscribe now on Google Play and iTunes and Spotify. Right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. It's on and Krizak, it's on and popping. Black Nerds Podcast. Y'all know how we do. We back another week of supposed greatness. And I've got my guy here with me, you know, the man of the hour, you know what I'm saying, the game master, you know what I'm saying. They also call him the Pod King. We out here, AB Audiobook is in the building.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Black Nerd Podcast listeners.
Yeah. I'm throwing everything together. I had a bunch of links, and I didn't even remember what the links went to. So I was like, right before you tuned in, I was trying to what the hell is this link? Oh, yeah, this is. I had to organize all of the stuff that I brought together. I just brought together a bunch of stuff without looking at it. So, man, it was a busy week in Nerdville and kind of chill in Nerdville. There was like a lot going on and then a lot not going on. You know what I'm saying? I thought it would have been. I thought we'd have had a little bit more party time. Especially with so many shows ending. Shout out to DJ Pelly's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Late as fuck. You know it is what it is. But it's nice. We appreciate you tapping in. But the point I was making is, with a lot of shows ending, I thought there'd have been a lot more chatter based on everything that's going on. Wakanda Forever is probably going to be the end of life as we know it. After Wakanda Forever, nobody cares what's coming out. I feel like Wakanda Forever ends the year for comic book films. Like, nobody needs to drop until next year after Wakanda Forever. Like, let's just shut it down. After Wakanda Forever, everybody go take a 5-month superhero break. Let's just do that. How about, can we agree on that? Or am I out of my mind for even thinking it?
Nah. We need some stuff that's actually for the holidays.
Do we need superheroes for the holidays? Is there nothing else in the world that we can enjoy?
Well, you just said that. Unfortunately, we're gonna have one more superhero thing.
What's coming after Wakanda Forever?
The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas holiday special.
Oh, get out of here.
We actually talked about it last night. On the game. Like, what's after She-Hulk and Wakanda Forever? We looked it up, and it's like, oh, that.
Damn. Okay. So if you're tapped in right now, you're watching, you know the title. The title says it's a finale weekend, man. It's a finale weekend. There's a couple of finales that I was like, oops, I didn't know they weren't done. And there are a couple that definitely ended. One of them I didn't even expect it. I honestly didn't even realize that I had blown through the whole season of Lower Decks, Star Trek's Lower Decks. They had their season finale today. Man, Andor. Oh, let's get some hand claps for Andor. Holy smokes. You know what I mean? Of course, She-Hulk ended. And of course, I thought that we were at the end of the House of Dragons. However, Grandma broke about that piece. You know, Dragon in tow wasn't playing no game with y'all. And made a critical mistake at the same time. We'll get into it tonight. Critical mistake was made on House of Dragons. And after 7-8 seasons, I have no idea why the audience in the comment sections are sitting here not understanding and just thinking that it was so cool. Critical mistake. We'll talk about it tonight. So before we do, if you have not done so, make sure to please, let me throw some music on the background. Make sure you sign up for the Discord right now. The link to the Discord is below. If you also haven't done so, go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Black Nerd Universe. You can click on that below. Yo, and if you are on Facebook right now, you can watch all of this greatness on Facebook, and you can tap into all of the cool news and stuff that I'm reposting from everywhere, and we're posting it, Black Nerd Podcast, on Facebook. So make sure you tap in right now. Also, you can get some cool merch, but it doesn't exist yet. So you just save up your money and you sit right there, and when I'm ready to launch this merch, you'll have the money. So you just do it right now. Also, follow my man AB on Facebook and tap in to the dopest D&D black live stream of all time. Tap in, get to know what's going on, because the live stream will be coming here soon. Let's go. So, Pill, you got anything you want to pronounce? Yeah, if you need a DJ to DJ your event with music from 10 years ago, you hire DJ Pill. Let's go. He doesn't play Drake. He doesn't play 21 Savage. He doesn't play number one pop hits. If you like anything outside of that, he's your DJ. All right, let's just go. I can barely hear you, sir. You got to get a microphone or something. You sound a million miles away. Oh, there we go. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you good now.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. Definitely. I don't play Drake. I don't play Beyonce. I can't do it. It's against my religion. This can't happen.
Super sad. So all of the music you want to hear at a party, you're not gonna hear. So you know what I mean. What's the newest record you've downloaded?
Probably the newest record that's out.
And what is that? What is the newest record that's out right now?
I actually don't know, but the newest thing I downloaded was probably Big Energy.
That record is over a year old.
You are a liar.
Big Energy is like a year old, sir. My point proven. My point proven.
No, that song just came out.
So, y'all know what time it is. You know you're a nerd when we getting back on point. You know what I'm saying? We let y'all chill long enough. But look, I'm going to help y'all out today. I'm going to start with mine. You know what I'm saying? You know you're a nerd when all of your intimate moments require porn from a cartoon site using your favorite cartoon chick so that you can get to where you need to go. That's how you know you're a nerd. When a sexy Marge Simpson is on the screen and you gotta, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at comic books and you like, Storm got some yams on her. Storm is really got some. Woo, Lord. Let me go ahead and lock this bedroom door and turn the lights down.
Oh my God.
Turn on some Barry White. Turn off the lights.
You ain't gonna turn on no Barry White. You're gonna turn on that X-Men 1997.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm talking about. You already know what it is. All right. So, Pill, you know you're a nerd when what?
I can't top that.
No. You just got to give us your reality. You know you're a nerd when what?
I know I'm a nerd when I know I'm a nerd when that's stupid. That doesn't make sense. I know I'm a nerd when I find interest in a pen that has physical dirt from a baseball field that's been played on before. That's some nerd shit right there. That's some nerd shit. No, you're not. Hey, it's some nerd shit. There's a pen, and I saw it.
Who was on the dirt though? Like that's the question.
So there's a pen that's on. Was
Orioles. It like Babe Ruth? It was Babe Ruth playing, or
it was just it's just dirt.
Mickey Mantle.
It's dirt from the actual Orioles baseball field, and they sell it in a pen.
Was Cal Ripken on that dirt?
Possible.
Nah, you gotta have real confirmation. I can't just have random dirt from a random Orioles player that don't nobody know. It's gotta be dirt that was stepped on by one of the greats. Like that's the only time. That dirt don't have no value. It's just dirt if it ain't got the.
That's how you know I'm a nerd. When? It don't matter who's on the dirt. I want the dirt.
Get him out of here. I don't even consider that to be nerdy. I just consider that to be pathetic. So anyway, AB, where you going with this one? You know you're a nerd win.
Hey, the only thing I can think of the top of my head, unlike you trying to go with Storm and all that, I just realized recently I like the I fell back in love with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That
there you go.
That new Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That genre is pretty good. You need to check it out.
When you realize one day that you wake up and you want to make love to men that are green with shells on their backs, that's what's going. And we're accepting people of all types here. We're inclusive.
I don't think that's what he said.
He just said
we know
he fell back in love with the Ninja Turtles, and that's your thing. If that's your thing, I'm accepting of it. I accept you for what you like, and I support you, and I want you to love what you love.
I don't think that's what he said.
Thank you. Thank you, my man. Thank you.
All right. Oh,
he's turning this into something dark, Did
I misread that? I misread that. Okay,
yeah,
let's go on to the next segment.
Nerd love, not
got you. My bad. It's the Precious, ladies and gentlemen. We coming back. It's the Precious. So, ladies and gentlemen, now, gentlemen, if you have links, please send them to the private chat so that I can see, so I can put them up on the screen. This segment is all about the things that we love, and these are the things that we want to collect, the things that we want to own, things that we already own and we're obsessed about. Well, like, I gotta drop mine. We're gonna have to talk about it real quick while they getting themselves together. So mine today is something I actually been wanting to talk about for like 2 months. When I first saw this, I damn near pissed my pants, and I'm so happy to bring this to the world right now. Let me put us back on the bottom because we're nobody. So let's go.
From across the galaxy, an unforgettable hero is about to return. Introducing the world's first auto-converting, interactive, voice-enabled, programmable Autobot hero, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The Transformers toy that defined a generation comes to life by the command of your voice or mobile device.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Standing an amazing 19 inches tall.
Talk to him, big dog.
5,000 components, finished with premium materials, make this G1 Optimus Prime impressively authentic. Even speaking with the original voice. 60 microchips power the 27 high-performance servo motor joints, empowering Optimus Prime to fully auto-convert and operate in both robot and vehicle mode. Control your Optimus Prime with an extensive library of voice commands, like attack, or use the mobile app. Every collector will enjoy the preloaded actions, with more to come via download, that unlock new features and the ability to create your own sequences with graphical programming within the app. Built by Robosen and licensed by Hasbro, this limited edition Optimus Prime delivers endless ability to save the planet interactively.
Let me give myself some hand claps. They hating on the low, for real. You hating on the low, and it's not necessary. Just support the greatness that I bring to the table. You know what I mean? So, what you think about that, sir? What you think about that?
Oops, that's not it.
What you mean that's not it?
No.
You hating on Optimus Prime? AB? You at a loss for words because you just see the greatness that I just brought to the table.
No. Hey, if you want to go ahead, and get a real life Optimus Prime. Hey, if he transform one night and come over and choke you, like, no, I am Optimus Prime.
Yo, I think y'all just hating. You know what I mean? And I understand, but it being motorized, customizable, like all of these different elements, that is phenomenal. Like I'm all in. Let's see. So I'm pulling up something. Y'all just and Pill, what did you think about it?
I understand how excited you are. It genuinely sounded like it, and it genuinely looked like it that you were super excited about it. So I'm happy for you. Okay, that's what's up. But it looks dope.
That's what we doing.
Yeah, that's what
So
we do.
all of that. All right, so let's go into Pill's pick for this week. The official launch trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Let's go.
Are we at war?
We don't know his name. Money, weapons, intel. He's planning something.
Sergeant McTavish, welcome to the City of Souls. There are few here to uphold the law, and many of those who resist corruption disappear.
Terrorism is good for business. As long as there is a war on terror, there will be no real war on drugs.
We've got bigger problems.
We are not 141 and lost for chaos. We're a team.
I want to know how many they have and where they intend to use them.
Y'all got a clear picture?
All set.
These things take planning and preparation.
These things take violence and timing. I can do both. Go, Johnny! Get out there!
You're the commander of a foreign terror organization.
I can say the same to you.
Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign up to a week early.
Ooh, Lord, I love that. That's hard.
So you
That's
said
super hard.
You said
Okay.
you gonna buy it? That's what you're saying?
I don't have a game system,
All right,
so there's
guys,
no way for me to
we're
buy
finally
it.
here.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I don't have a game system, so that'll be a no.
I'll do that.
I wanted to get a PS4, but they like $600, and then the PS5 is about the same. I'm not about to spend all that money on no game system. But
PS4 $600.
I mean, I can, but I'm not about to spend it on something I'm not going to play. You know, I'm not going to play no video games like that, bro. That's just a waste of money for me.
No, the PS4 ain't $600. You over exaggerate. It's like two.
I can pull it up. It is definitely not $200. I can pull it up right here on Amazon right now. I could PS4. PS4 console. Let's see. I might be 100 off or whatever. All right, there we go. There's $4.99. There's one for $4.99. I'll show it to you in a minute. But anyway, I liked it. I thought that was a dope trailer. Modern Warfare is definitely where the space that I enjoy. Like when I was playing video games, I definitely don't like playing stuff where it's like wave past in the past. I love that modern feel. I love that. You know, of course, South America is the new Russia for 2022. You know, back in the 80s and the early 90s, it was Russia. That was the great demon of the world. Now we're trying to act like Mexico and the cartels is the worst thing that ever happened to mankind. So, like, you know, of course, why not have, you know, America's attention be on what we collectively are supposed to hate, which is Mexicans. I don't know why, but whatever. You know, I love tequila. I love Spanish women. I love hanging out. I love tacos, burritos, quichanadas and enchiladas, all types of stuff. So like I don't see why we beefing with Mexico, but you know, whatever. So
like
AB, what you think? We sound like I'm what?
Sounds like you want to be Mexican.
Goddamn right.
Hey, man, chef's kiss on that Precious this week, man. That game looks really good. Those graphics are dope as hell.
Yeah,
it looks like for a moment there I had to take a closer look and be like, is that a movie?
Is that a movie or a video
Facts.
game? Yeah. I can't wait.
Yep.
All right, my man AB showed us the real Precious for this week. A $65 investment that allows you to do pretty much anything and everything you've ever wanted to do. If you wanted to commit murder and have different faces, this is the way to go. LED mask for Halloween. LED face mask, shining facial cosplay light up. This looks pretty awesome, man.
I want that myself.
Because I saw these people over at Dragon Con this year and they had the full mask, and that mask can change it to whatever they want. One guy was changing between all the Mortal Kombat ninjas, while another person was going through all the purge masks. It was really dope.
Yo, this is dope.
Yeah, it definitely looks.
just like that.
That's tough.
Yeah, this is definitely fire.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yo, I love that. I'm gonna give you a hand clap for that one, bro. That was definitely fire.
I buy that and wear it every time I DJ.
Definitely, so that nobody knows how bad you are. They don't even know who you are. So that's what's up. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the one that you see at some of those raves that actually, when you're DJing, you can go ahead and have the music change the
Yeah, that
on the screens. I'm trying to find that one.
That would be dope. Yeah, that's
Definitely.
hard.
I definitely love that. Man. Great pick for this week, man. That's super fire. It would definitely still come second or third to mine, but yo, definitely shout out to you for trying. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Wow.
Wow.
That's how you feel? Like,
he wants a toy, and we got something that he can play with something else. Oh,
yeah. Definitely. Most definitely. Let's see. It says right here, going into the fix, getting a little bit of news in from the little bit of stuff that I heard. Adult Morgan Stark will return in a big way. So apparently this is supposed to be Stark's daughter. She's going to grow up and become the new Marvel. I mean, the new
Iron Woman.
Yeah, Iron Woman. So Pill's face is stuck right now. This is really weird. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove him. He's kind of scary right now. So there you go. Now we can bring him back. So what are y'all feeling about this? Now, and this is gonna bring into a larger conversation, but I want to start with your initial kind of like, all right, Stark's daughter, she's gonna become the new Iron Man. I'm going to give y'all a chance to talk about it. So, Pill, go first. AB, you come next. And then, boom, boom, I'm bringing up the rear. Pause.
Pause. I missed it. The computer froze. Did you just play something and I just missed it?
Oh, no. I was just saying that they're bringing in Stark's daughter to be the new Iron Man. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? What are you thinking?
I don't know how to feel about that. I guess I would have to do some research on Stark's daughter. I mean, I don't know anything about her. Like that's just weird. I guess it's a little weird to me that you would take out Robert Downey to put the daughter of the character. And I guess it just wouldn't feel the same, wouldn't sound the same, wouldn't feel the same. It's just I don't know if I would like it.
Okay, AB, take it away.
Well, I don't know yet. I got to see how this is going to be. Are they going to go with the Iron Man story that's over in overseas? That actually Iron Man is actually a woman, or whatever they're going to do. I mean, yeah, that's what they do over with that manga out there.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I ain't know nothing about that neither. Don't mean to get racial. Don't mean to get, anti everything, but are we going a little too far? I mean, we taking all of the characters from the original and flipping them on their head, so it's going to be all women now, which I don't have a beef with. I don't have a beef.
No,
I'm
you
just
do.
asking questions.
Do.
Like no. So we had a white man as Captain America. Now it's a black dude. We had a green man as Hulk. Now we got a green woman. We had Hawkeye as a man. Now we got Hawkeye girl. The girl Hawkeye, however you pronounce her thing. You had a male white man, Tony Stark. Now we have the white girl, daughter Stark. And then we killed off everybody else. There's really I'm sorry, Doctor Strange is going to be replaced with Dr. S Strange, because they introduced some new female mystical magical chick, remember at the end of the last one, that could jump between universes. She's somebody. Who knows? I don't know. I just don't know.
In the comic, that chick becomes his wife, man.
No. Not the one at the Stinger. I'm talking about the one that was the secondary main character for the whole entire story.
America Chavez?
Whoever she was supposed to be mystical and magical, and she stayed in this thing to train. So eventually, I'm thinking they're gonna replace him with her or whatever. I mean, he can stay. I mean, so what? We keep one white guy and change everybody else? Is that what we doing? I mean, look, hey, we getting rid of my man, Black Panther, and guess who we replacing it with? A girl. Like, yo, we were like, and once again, I'm not beefing. I'm not beefing. I'm just, I'm just asking a question. I'm only question I'm asking is,
Iron Man is this a man?
Pause.
Your question, your first statement was, "Are we taking this a little too far?" You do feel
that is a question. I don't feel any kind of way at all. I'm just wanting to know, is this what we doing? Like, yo, so what in the next phase 6 or phase 5, you're gonna have a predominantly female cast, and then you're gonna have a bunch of minorities on the film. Yo, do you see how white America went nuts when you had one female black woman as a mermaid? So now you're putting the entire Marvel on its head. Nobody's thinking that this is going to be some kind of like, because right now I feel like there's so much happening in Marvel, nobody's really paying attention. But if you really start doing the math, yo, we just replaced, it used to be like 95% male Avengers. Now it's 90% female. And you're going to have a couple of guys. You're never going to get me hating because I love women and I'm going to imagine myself being with every last one of these chicks that's on the screen. So you're never going to have a beef. But I'm just like, is anybody really paying attention though? Are you really paying attention? Because that's a lot of replacement. That is either a huge power move on the part of Marvel, or the reality of Marvel's whole business side is all women and ain't no niggas working there no more, because that's a slick ass replacement move they doing. And then like, what's gonna happen when Samuel L. Jackson come stepping back on the screen with 3 scars on his face and he go, where's all the men's at? And it's gonna be like, yo, it's just us. We handling it from here. And none of them have battle experience. None of them have had to deal with outer world. Like, come on, bro. At this point, the first Avenger group has learned how to deal with extraterrestrial, big, outer worldly problems. And then now you're bringing in this whole new group of people that is completely inexperienced. Even She-Hulk, which you just saw, she could barely deal with people talking bad with her. So how is she going to fight a war? I mean, Scar? Is Scar going to do it? Is he gonna? So now we're gonna have 2 Hulks in the Avengers, and then what are we gonna kill off the original Hulk? What's going on? Or is he just gonna be stuck on a different planet for like 2 phases? So, AB, jump in, give me your opinions. What are you thinking?
I think you're overreacting, but hey, you're going on this whole thing. I'm not trying to be funny. You're gonna say you're basically saying all my characters are killed off and now they're replaced, but it's okay. But it sounds like you're not okay with it.
You're not.
I'm trying to understand, where are we going as a corporation? Like, we're a collective. We are Marvel fanatics. We love Marvel. Are you telling me that on a realistic level, all of the main characters that I fell in love with are being replaced by either white women or minorities? I mean, excuse me, not white women. Women in general and minorities. Is that where we're going?
It doesn't necessarily mean that they're being replaced.
You ever
really?
Take a look. I think they're making the young / West Coast Avengers. That's what the whole female crew was, because we still gonna have World War Hulk next year. So what's gonna entail with that? And then, at the end of the beginning of the end of phase 5, we're gonna get Kang and the Secret Wars. That they're talking about, they're going to bring old characters back. So you're going to have the multi-universe war, that you're going to get your Captain America, Chris Evans back, and these guys back and everything like that. They got a big story going, and I'm just here for the ride. Now, if the rise,
but I don't necessarily want them to bring them back. Like, I feel like it was a great time to cut their contracts so that we, as the Marvel, fictitiously, me as a Marvel employee, could maintain the budgets, because I don't have enough money in the budget to play Chris Evans and do graphics at the same time. I cannot afford to pay him $50 million along with a bunch of other dudes that's going to want $50 million a piece to come back and play some parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's cut them loose. Let's get some fresh blood in there. I love the fresh blood concept. I just didn't know that we were going to go so heavily in a different direction. And apparently, I'm overreacting. I'm an old curmudgeon. I get it. And I'm going to shut up now and we'll move on. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to step on their dreams for the future.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
Before we get canceled.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Before we get canceled, you know what I mean? The views of JS1 and Supplier do not affect our Black Nerd podcast and its subsidiaries.
Right. Exactly. Shout out. And get your Black Panther merch from Walmart right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I'm just, so I want to play this little, I would like to make this point right now. If anybody saw Halloween Kills, if Mike Myers had half of the agility that this nigga had, the movie might have been a 10, okay? Whoever that guy is, he needs to be the cast of the new one. Like, based on what I just saw in the movie theaters, there wasn't that much action going on. But shout out, that movie was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I could understand people not being big fans of it, but, you know, I loved it. Now, did anybody else see Black Adam, or was I the only one?
You're the only one, but I saw a bunch of clips that's just been floating around.
So what do you think?
Tuesday. From what I've seen so far, I like the fact that, yeah, this is what a pissed off Superman will do.
Yeah, I'm with you. You can keep talking. I ain't stopping. I ain't mean to stop you.
No, you didn't stop me. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
All right, so I won't do a review on it. Let me get Pill out of here because he's just walking away from the screen while we live and doing the show. I saw Black Adam Thursday. Wow. I'll just say it like that. A lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. They introduced a lot of characters on the big screen that I didn't know about. So it was a great educational moment. It was definitely a lot of fun. I definitely recommend people just go to the movies, man. Like you talking about the man, bro. Let's be honest. When you talking about getting it done movie wise, and you talking about The Rock is the man. I don't know what else y'all want me to tell y'all. He get it done. So anyway, I ain't gonna load y'all down too heavy with this. Let's talk about Walker Heyman. Hamad has officially stepped down as president of DC Films.
Whoa. Sorry about that.
Sorry about what? What happened?
I just realized that guy was probably, wow, he stepped down like less than what, a year?
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah. Stuff happens, man. So like with that being said, all right, I don't see, I can't put a prediction out there of where we're gonna be as far as DC. I definitely feel like DC needs a lot of work, and you need somebody that has vision. And I would love, I really, really want to do a review with you on the Black Adam. There's a lot to talk about, and I don't want to say anything until you've seen the film. But I still, yeah, I swear, I feel like DC needs new blood, some fresh ideas, and I want to get away from it being so dark. DC has become such a dark place. And the reason why I don't like that is because Superman was never meant to be a dark character. He was not meant to be some depressing, brooding person. Flash wasn't meant to be depressing, brooding, and dark. How have they taken these inspirational characters and have turned them into some sinister, like, you know, dark, kind of like, it's like, yeah, Batman had his stuff with him too, but he was born in the dark. so I get it. You know what I'm saying? No, so I'm not saying he was born in the dark, but he's a darker character, but he has light elements to him. They have thrown this entire franchise into this very futuristic, almost, even though it's not post-apocalyptic, it just has this post-apocalyptic feel to it.
Grim dark.
And then grim and dark, and then every movie's kind of got to attach to it. I felt like they were trying to do something with both of the Suicide Squads, and they always seem to not hit the mark. I don't know, and I don't want to go any further because Black Adam kind of had some different stuff going on, but I don't want to get into it. So let's get back into some more Marvel stuff because we like Marvel. Somebody did some artwork and brought up Black Panther versus Kang the Conqueror, and then I thought that was pretty cool, man. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, I think it's dope.
Dope as hell. Wish I was at that Hawks game because both of them were there. The opening Hawks game down here.
Oh, really?
They filmed Creed down here.
That's dope.
Why not? Tax breaks. You know what I mean? Save some money and find you some fine black women at the same time, man. Like, that's just how you're supposed to get it done. So, like, with that being said, let's move on to the next segment. The great debate, man. I got something that I want to bring to the screen, and we can have a conversation about it. Hold on, let me close this out. Pill, is there anything you want to throw out there before we move on to the next segment?
No.
Thanks. I just wanted you to fill that time gap. You're really turning out to not be the person I thought you were. Come on, bro. You've been doing this long enough. I need you to fill in the gap. I don't need you to sit there and just say no. Make up something, you son of a monkey's uncle. All right. Anyway. All right, let's go.
I've always been on the fence about identifying as a nerd. I mean, I have a lot of nerdy qualities. Got a bunch of these things everywhere. I've been playing World of Warcraft for 10 years. And to this day, I'm perfectly willing to have an hour-long conversation with you about the philosophy of the Matrix. But I also lack a lot of the qualities that are stereotypically associated with nerds. Like, I don't really have social anxiety, really. Although I'm fairly reserved in person, I'm definitely not an introvert. And I love things like sports and fitness. Honestly, the concept of being a nerd these days is so blurry that it may not even be much of a thing anymore. Nerdiness used to be about earnest devotion to esoteric and obscure inclinations. But these days, many things that are associated with nerds have reached the mainstream. Almost all of the highest grossing films of all time are sci-fi or fantasy movies. Some of the most high profile public figures are people with careers in science and technology. And it seems like every other week I find a video of some famous celebrity playing Dungeons and Dragons. Now, there are some nerdy subcultures that have yet to break out into the front lines of pop culture, but whereas nerds in the past were often ostracized because of their peculiar tastes, these days you can't really justify turning your nose up at a kid for dressing up like a giant fox when you just got done watching an anime about a kid possessed by a giant fox. All of this ambivalence about being a nerd was amplified for me as a young black kid who grew up in lower income neighborhoods. I think being cool and popular is a concern for kids of all races, but for black kids, especially black boys, it was kind of do or die. Hi, I'm T1J.
Follow me.
Real quick, I'd like to give a big shout out to my patrons.
So, he's just making a statement about, and I know everybody just saw this, so I really shouldn't have to revisit the same thing he just said, but breaking that down and making it super simple, man. He's saying that the concept of what a nerd used to be 20, 30 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, ain't what it is today. The things that used to be huge separation points, for young people, aren't that. When I was a kid and I was going to elementary school and middle school, there were the kids that read comic books, and there was the ones that didn't. Even though there might have been some kids that weren't reading comic books, they might have had comic books at the house, but they wasn't bringing them to school and talking about them. You know what I mean? You had the kids that were into, like, I guess, real stuff, which is like football and basketball, and the kids that weren't. There were the kids that could afford game systems versus the kids that weren't. And that made such a big difference. People kind of had a tendency to, treat you different. And once everybody did get game systems, it was about the games you chose to play versus the games you didn't choose to play. The ones that's like, oh, you still gonna play Mario, brother? You corny, nigga. Why you don't play 2K? Why you don't play Madden? Why you don't play Resident Evil? Well, I'm like, because I don't play sports and I don't like horror movies, so I'm definitely not about to watch none of that. So, give me y'all opinions. Do you really feel like, as black nerds, all three of us in the room definitely are in that space? Okay, look, Pill's not a nerd. Okay, great. So you can explain to us what makes you not a nerd and what makes us a nerd nowadays. Like, what?
So first of all, I like to say I don't think I'm smart enough to watch that video. There were a lot of big words that I didn't understand. Second of all, I'm glad you broke that down for for me in the culture. But I do agree that the thought of nerd culture is different now. Like I don't think it's a thing because being a nerd, at least growing up, when I was growing up, was the visual of a nerd is the guy with the glasses, the guy that sat in the front of the class, the brown nose nerd, you know what I'm saying? The guy that always did the work, the guy that always passed the test, the guy that was, you know what I'm saying? That was your nerd, the video game guy, the board game guy, the you know what I'm saying? That was your visual representation of a nerd. But now I just think I think it's kind of like integrated. Like, well, I wouldn't call it. I think it's an integration type thing where everybody's like, well, sorry. I also think movies have become more interesting. Maybe that's just me being young and growing up into the space that I am in now. Movies have become a little more interesting, so that's holding more value to me. I've always played video games, things like that, but I think it's just an integration period now.
AB, what are you feeling?
I would say more not more or less integration period. I'm following up by you. More like everything now. Some nerddom stuff is more mainstream for everybody. It's more adaptable because if something is strange back in the day, because I lived through that. Unfortunately, I'm probably old enough to remember being a nerd was being a pariah in school. You get the kick me signs, people kick you in your ass because if you even talk about anything like X-Men or any of the Marvel stuff that everybody talks and stuff right now, where you talk about those animes with the characters with the green and purple and pink hair that now in our culture is more acceptable. See, you got if you talk about a person with like my man right here, talk about a brother with silver hair, you'd be like, oh, that nigga, back then it being a nerd was bad. But now that everybody's been opened up and everybody is a little bit kind of more wired to say, let me go ahead and pose that conversation and say, hey, I want to know about this instead of I don't want to know about this and act like the ignorant, act completely ignorant and just tear it down all the time, which we still live in with parts and people and cultures. That's where it is now.
So would you say the difference? Would you say the difference is it's more easily accessible now? The things that are considered nerddom is more easily accessible than it was back then.
It's a lot more accessible for everybody because it's a lot more accessible, and you got different levels. You can, think of it like your video games. You got your easy level of first tier stuff like your World of Gumball and SpongeBob's and stuff like that, and basic shows like I won't say Supernatural, but some of those type of shows. But then you have all those other tiers as you climb up. That you'll find that nice little level that you're like, okay, this is my level of nerd. Now I ain't gonna be getting into that level of people like who read Dune, but I can go ahead and relate with those people who can do Star Trek and Star Wars.
Right.
And I also would say, getting back to kind of piggybacking off his point, computers weren't accessible to like poor children. The internet was that was a real kind of like rich nigga thing. Yeah, that was not a lot of people that had internet access. It was not enough people that had computers that could access the internet. There were a lot of video games costed money. Like my time growing up, the Nintendos might have been 250, 300. But do you understand? Like my parents had to save money to get me a game system. Like, and it wasn't
the 80s and 90s. Money.
Yeah, it was different. And they weren't as callous about cash as our generation is. Niggas will be like, yo, it's the PS5 is $900, and they'll go, yeah, yo, I'm just gonna save it up. I'm just gonna go get it. I'm gonna get my tax return and blow $900 on that. Like, that's not something that my parents they can't fathom it. Wait a minute, how much money are you about to spend on a game system? And why? For real. Unless you planning on literally locking yourself in the house for a year to save money, and that's just a serious investment to save some other money. But that's just not how our culture is now. Niggas is buying $500 sneakers and $300 sneakers every day like it's nothing. So technology has become accessible. Social media has brought everybody together. So I could be talking about anime is nerdy, but yo, everybody watch anime. Superstar celebrities watch anime. We can sit here and talk about Marvel comic books all day. Guess what? Everybody's into it now. So it's just how do you become nerdy now? Nerdy comes down to, the person that decides to be educated and learning how to software develop. But guess what? That's not nerdy no more, because now everybody selling drugs is going to either get me killed or be put in jail, and it's so serious how it is now. All of the black kids is trying to find another route, and now it's starting to look like shit. Well, I can make video games. Oh, I could go and do this. Oh, all right, this is something I can. Now it's a serious thing instead of get away from me with all that corny shit. It's going how much y'all making $200,000 a year, sitting in front of a computer, creating stuff out of your brain. Oh yeah, they want a piece of that. And I feel like social media has made that accessible. Even the conversation about how much they make. They was making crazy money in the 80s and 90s, but what black kid knew about that? Nobody was. There was no way for us to access that information. So I feel like the playing field has been leveled, and now I feel like the term nerd that is put on a person is different. Yeah. It's a person that is proud and is outwardly displaying their passion and their love for whatever they're into. But go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I didn't even think about that as a aspect of why everything changed. The internet is huge. I didn't even think about that, because without the internet back in the day, we had dial-up. You weren't doing nothing on dial-up. You know what I mean? Right. And then prior to that, it was just it was the comic books. It was the books and novels and things like that. And I personally don't like books, novels, and comic books. But if you put that on a screen in movie form or TV form, show form, I'm all about it. So internet is what brought us together as a
and
channel.
I feel you on the reading books component, but I disagree. I feel like you just haven't found the genre of book that you enjoy. I used to hate reading books too, but if you give me a certain type of book, I'm gonna be in that joint. I'm gonna turn pages. I'm gonna turn the TV off, and I feel like you just gotta find the thing that rocks with you. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I agree with you now. I'm more inclined to sit down and read a book now than I was back, 10 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that comes with age. I think that comes with age and experience too. And
right. I got a book of Playgirl stories. Playboy stories with his girls telling the fantasies.
I need that.
I'll get you that.
I need that.
Yeah, we'll get you that.
And I need that. So you know what else is interesting that you say that? A guy I worked with, his girlfriend's grandfather died. He found a book with nothing but Playboy centerfolds. All of the centerfolds from Marilyn Monroe to now is in this collection. It's in this collection in this book collection. He has, and he's talking about selling it. And I was just like, yo, you can get so much money for that book. You have no idea.
Yeah, that's super crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta pop into our next segment. I want to start talking about the finales, and then we're gonna make this quick as possible. So everybody saw this young lady take over pop culture. So let's kind of get into it.
Wow! Jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control of overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, rage.
You do revert back to Gen 4 when you sleep.
Is the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
Yeah. We're talking about She-Hulk. It didn't take multiple years. It only took about 5-6 weeks to go and breeze through the first season. This was the second, I don't know which story, amount of stories that it was driven by a female lead. It was a comedy, short 30 minutes. It really was no big action. There were a couple of action scenes, but this show was pretty laid back. It was pretty chill, more relationship based, more, emotion centric and less action. We got to find a bad guy and get rid of him centric. The finale came and it went. And people had their opinions. And it lasted for about 48 hours. And then people moved on with their life. I feel like people's responses to the finale goes perfectly into my emotions about the ending of the show. Whatever. Did y'all see the end of She-Hulk?
I did not see the end. I did start the series, but I didn't get to finish that. It didn't get to finish it yet.
All right, AB.
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw the ending.
Yep.
So, let's go. What did you think about the season as a whole?
As a season as a whole, it's a good introductory season for a comedy, a superhero comedy sitcom series.
What did you think about the lead actress?
She was cute.
That's it?
Yeah.
What did you think about the storyline?
It was all over the place, like the actual She-Hulk comics, because she's the only other character in Marvel besides Deadpool that breaks the fourth wall.
Gotcha.
But she doesn't do it. She does it like Ally McBeal. Like Ally McBeal turns to the camera and start talking, and then she goes back and talks to the audience. Yeah, that's all. That's all she's doing.
That's fine.
And the ending. The last episode, you saw it like I saw it. Let's not give away any spoilers. Go.
Non-plus ending. I mean, it ended, and I'm laughing at what happened during that last couple of scenes. That's it. I'm looking forward to the next season. I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do with She-Hulk on the Daredevil series. Because Daredevil is going to be a lot darker than She-Hulk.
True.
So you're going to leave me out there on the limb by myself?
You used to it now, ain't you? You used to it.
None of you dudes have any cojones to stand up and speak the truth, yo. Y'all are
What is your truth?
Marvel is sending y'all checks in the mail. Y'all not splitting it with me, and y'all are defending this nonsense, yo. This atrocity, yo. This
Atrocity.
yo. Come on, yo.
Atrocity.
Stand up, yo. Like, yo, defend what you. If you say you love Marvel, you should be willing to lay your life down so that we can get what we deserve as fans. And this, my friend, is the reason why I must be the last bastion of hope for a better tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am disgusted. I am melancholy. I am hurt. I am wounded. as a fan, as I spent 6 weeks, episode by episode, watching this young lady who, yes, is very attractive, yes, very educated, yes, very green, go through this uneventful journey of sleeping with multiple men, solving cases, and doing pretty much nothing. And let me tell you how much it's nothing. The last episode says it. Hey, we ain't done nothing. We don't have an ending. And what you just threw at the screen is stupid.
I think
they said it.
I think you're looking for a lot in the first season of something that we're being introduced to.
Man, that Storm comic messed you up.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Oh, it started with that.
Did we not? Gentlemen, did we not get a lot from Low-Key season 1? Did we not get a lot from Falcon and Winter Soldier season 1? Did we not get a lot from Daredevil season 1? Did we, gentlemen, not get a lot from Punisher season 1? And gentlemen, did we not get a lot from WandaVision season 1? We are having an argument about standards that come on, man. Why are y'all letting the standard fall? We want good. We demand good. We deserve good. And y'all are just not, I keep trying to tell you, them Marvel checks must be really good. Because y'all are just letting this whole thing slide. So you trying to tell me after all of these good TV shows, this is good too? Tell me why it's good. Okay, different. I'm approaching this the wrong way. Tell me why it's good so that I could be wrong. Why is She-Hulk good? She-Hulk is good because
I mean, so far it's just different. It's just I think it's just it's like a origin. It's like a start of an origin start. You know what I mean? It's like we're getting to know who She-Hulk is and how she got her powers and how she's being trained. I think that's just what it is. Like
Daredevil had a good origin story. Punisher had a good origin story. Why we can't go with that?
But Daredevil and Punisher are 10 times more exciting than She-Hulk is. Like,
so why are we doing a She-Hulk TV show if she can't raise to the level of the ones that are there?
I 100% agree with that. But if we have a She-Hulk story, so regardless, it's going to make money because it's She-Hulk. It don't mean it's got to be that good.
AB, do you have a defense why She-Hulk is good?
Of course. I'm like, I don't know why you harping about that last episode. You had episodes when freaking, I don't want to spoil too much, but a certain magical character comes into the show and jacks some people and cause problems. And don't tell me about that episode. Remember that episode? Okay, I'll spoil one episode for my man Pill. Just one character, Mr. Immortal.
You got it.
He was sitting in that audience. He was sitting there getting yelled at by 2 women. You know what that dude did? He's just like, nope. Runs out.
He jumped out of a window.
Oh my god!
And like, nope. Sir, I stand corrected. One of the greatest television scenes of all time. You are correct. Okay, that's one. That's one reason why. Madison. All right, go ahead. Give me another one.
Madison.
Okay.
The magic guy's girlfriend, Madison. The drunk chick. Come on.
Didn't do it for me. I'm just being honest, man. It didn't. I don't even remember who you're talking about. Who are we talking about here?
You don't remember that episode when they were trying to do a cease and desist on said magic dude and the hearing for Abomination?
Yeah.
Yeah, that with all the demons and all that mess.
I like that.
Okay.
That was cool. All right.
Yeah. Come on. No. Bye.
No.
Storm. Okay, you're still on Storm, Rogue, and Jean Grey.
Oh, I'm definitely am. 6 episodes. We got 2 good episodes. Thank you, sir, for making my point for me. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please go in the comment section and tell me if JS1 is the only one defending your honor, or are these two guys defending your honor? Like, let's just go. Be honest. Just go in the comments and you tell us how you feel. The next season finale that rolled up and went by, has anybody else aside from me seen Andor?
No, I haven't seen it.
Andor's going to go for 12 episodes.
You said it's supposed to be 12 episodes?
Yeah. It's going to be going up to when he joins the rebellion and up to Rogue One.
I hope so. Wait a minute. What? No. I thought they were supposed to be doing more than one season. So this is just a singular season?
Yeah, just like Kenobi.
I thought Kenobi got approved for a second season.
They're talking about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a fire TV series, and if it's not the end, I get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what's the next one? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Oh, Lord. Who's ready to have this conversation? Who's ready to go? All right, let's be honest. Who's ready? Did anybody else see it besides me?
No, I didn't see it. I don't stay home long enough. I work too damn much.
We know you spend a lot of time at the strip club. We get it.
No, I can't say that on air.
All right, sir. Have you seen it?
Nah,
hey.
I was trying to get to it.
All right, let's go.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy. His task is now mine. Stand with me. Ours was no chance meeting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about one of the biggest television investments in Amazon history. Yo, this was a huge financial risk, not just because of the budget, but because of the fickleness of the fan base. Lord of the Rings fans are very, very particular, and obviously, as you saw them add 3 black people to this TV show, people lost their minds. The show was good. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I will agree that you said Lord of the Rings fans are really fickle, and I agree with that. I will agree with that.
Everything that's fantasy, they're fickle with. You saw what happened with Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, they didn't like Jonathan Boyega. Yeah, they still don't like Jonathan Boyega. I don't like John Boyega, but anyway, we'll get into that. I like him in this. I like him in the stuff that he's got coming up though. But shout out to him. The show was good. Let me tell you why. Is it as good as House of Dragons? Hell no. You know, Fame came here spewing that anti-House of Dragons rhetoric, and you see he ain't here no more. So, like, that's what happens when you disrespect House of the Dragons. You get the fuck. You get the fluff on. Nobody's trying to hear it. But what I will say is, it's a good show. Yo, the cinematography is phenomenal. The storyline is sluggish in certain places, but it's cool. It's definitely for all ages. Kids can watch it. Adults are gonna watch it. It was beautiful, man. The costumes, the everything, man. They really committed to giving you a bigger world and having you immersed in it. Like, and that you go from being in an ocean to being in like the Antarctic to big wild forests to under the earth inside of mountains. And like, it is very detailed, definitely 4K quality. It's crazy how detailed it is. The story falls apart when they decided to write it. The story falls apart when they try to get too deep with it and too serious. I feel like where Lord of the Rings started falling apart is when they took itself like it's the Jesus Christ story. And it's annoying in that way because your stuff is kind of corny, bro. This is based off of lore and history. We already kind of know what's going to happen if you actually read some of the books. You're retelling something that's already there. You don't have to be. I mean, no, when I tell you they're serious, I don't even feel like there was jokes cracked for an entire episode. And there's not much going on. The storyline flips by the last episode turns the entire season on its head, which brings it, like, I would have came in here and said, yo, this show is a low rental as far as Lord of the Rings, the new series on Prime. But like when you see that last episode, the last episode is so good is that I had to bring it up to like a matinee in the theaters. Like that's how good it is. I mean, I'm like, yo, the flip at the end makes the whole journey of the show worth it. Super enjoyed it. Still going to say they were a little too serious. It could have been some parts where it could have been scary, but I don't feel like they pulled it off because I felt like they were really trying. It's like you ever watch a movie where the movie conflicts with itself because you're trying to make it cool for the children, but you're trying to put the edge into it, and they just don't, and it just seems to miss the mark on both sides because one is doing too much watching out for the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's Lord of the Rings. And I feel like when you watch it, you know what I mean, you can get what I'm saying. However, it's worth the watch. If you've got time to invest, you want to kick your feet up, eat some popcorn, grab your son, your daughter up, and y'all want to watch something and and just watch something that has depth to it, something that's based on lore. Like sometimes, you might want to, hey man, we want to have a binge weekend. Let's start Friday night as a family and let's run through the entire season. And then we might watch some movies Saturday or Sunday. Like it's one of those great type of things. I think it was a great investment on the part of Prime. The season 1 ends on a great cliffhanger. It definitely got me excited for season 2. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. Give myself a hand clap. Anything y'all want to add before we move on? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you're saying that Lord of the Rings is something that I can watch with my child?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Really? Okay. I can't watch Game of Thrones with my child or House of Dragons with my child.
Depends on how nasty you are as a person. If you want to be that nasty guy, you go right ahead.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just making a comparison. Just trying to figure
most
out,
definitely.
Trying to figure out what the level of like fantasy we talking about. That's all.
No. House of Dragons is definitely not for children. Lord of the Rings is definitely for kids. You definitely. They will have a blast watching that. You know what I mean? I'm guaranteeing. They're gonna have a blast. Like I had a blast watching it. So, let's move on, man. Let's move on. All right, I'm gonna give y'all. Do y'all want to do trailers first, or y'all want to do the dive first? Which one y'all want to do?
Ooh, let's do the dive first.
Okay.
All right. Don't forget to send me those links, gentlemen. I'm gonna start with mine. Oh my God. So if you have not watched the show, The Dive is a segment where we focus on playing videos that'll send you down a rabbit hole. You know what I mean? Something when you watch one video and you go, well, let me watch the next one. And then you go, let me not watch the next one. And then 12 hours later, your hair has grown gray and you realize that you lost a portion of your life because you got stuck watching videos. So I'm telling you right now, be warned. This will send you down a rabbit hole. All right, let me pop this on the screen. Yada yada, skip the woo. And this is my guy.
This is an actual recipe eaten by actual people. Okay? You get pears, and you put mayonnaise on top, and then you put cheese on top of that. What in the hell's kitchen is this? It's called pear salad. And no one will try it. Welcome back to the Devil's Diner. I'm your host, Harry Pete. I swear to God, this recipe is just...
So, this guy is named Corey B. He does these funny videos where people will post recipes and make stuff, and then he'll make it. And they're not long. They're probably like 5-6 minutes a piece, 3 to 5 minutes. And he gets in, and he has these really great jokes. Simple guy. Something really, really dope. I know you guys will enjoy it. That's my dive for this week. So who's got one for the group, man? Who's got something for me? All right, I see something in the group chat. All right, Pill, we got a video, something for the dive. let's go. Let me see what we got. Paste, and then blah, zitty, blah. And for whatever reason, it still ain't coming up. Let me see, paste. Oh, that's why it's not coming up, because I'm an idiot. Okay. All right. Now that I figured that out. Whoa, yeah, this is it right here. All right, I'm with you on this one, buddy. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. It's your president, President Joe Biden, here for my next edition of the Fireside Chats, where we announce the winner of the tickets and airplane fare and hotels to the taping of Jeff's next Comedy Central special. That'll be at the very end of these questions. And hope you like my new set here. I was inspired by Satan or something. Looks great. And by the way, these questions are all real. These questions were all sent in by you, either at Jeff's shows or here on the internet thing. So, yeah, thanks for doing that. So here we go. Let's get started. Question from Dustin Combe2, whatever that is. Dear Mr. President, how many crack pipes will Hunter get from you? Well, as many as he wants. I'm just glad he doesn't eat Tide Pods anymore. From Rose and Jack Daniel. Oh, really? Is that his name? I doubt it. Okay, here we go. Dear Mr. President, how is the world treating you? How's the Vice President? How did the White House get its name? Okay, this question is 3 questions, but that's okay. I can multitask. For example, right now, I'm trying to answer all 3 questions, stay awake, and hold my bladder. Okay. What was the question again? From Captain Credit. Dear Mr. President, under what circumstances would you consider fathering a child with Kamala Harris? You mean again? Wait, what? From Cher Perot. Dear El Presidente, got an Irish person here. Do you think our next president should be a gay trans woman that is 6'5" and plays for USWFL? Are you kidding? Next president, she needs to be teaching our kids. Now from Wiz Warto.
All right, yo, so that's definitely dope. Is there, how many of these are there?
You go on YouTube, it's crap ton of videos that'll send you down a rabbit hole. But
I'm saying, is it a bunch of those? Like it's him playing a character and then doing that?
Yeah, I mean he does a good Joe Biden. It's like 3 or 4 of them.
Got you. Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's Jeff Dunham. If anybody is like familiar with Jeff Dunham. The ventriloquist comedian. He's freaking a comedy genius, I think. You know what I mean? It's just hilarious. I think he's hilarious.
You're like the most non-nerd I've ever met in my life. Shout out to you, man, for just committing yourself to pop culture in such a way that it has become nerdy for you. Because nobody cares about Jeff Dunham, just you.
I know.
But I love you for that.
I love Jeff Dunham.
Shout out to you for being the most normal guy of all time, right? Shout out to you. All right, now I need to.
Go ahead.
You saw him when?
I seen him when he came to Baltimore. He came to Baltimore maybe about 1.5 years ago, and I went.
We're supposed to be such close friends. He didn't invite me. Didn't say nothing to me about it. He just went. Thanks, buddy.
You just literally said that you didn't like Jeff Dunham.
I never said I didn't like Jeff Dunham.
Oh, yeah, it's not what you said. But you just judged me for liking Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, there you go. But that doesn't mean you can't invite me to go. Like, we're friends. Like, I don't have to like what you're doing to go and enjoy it.
So he's coming to Vegas. I think he's going to be in Vegas. You want to go?
Of course. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. Like, you bitch. Like, yo, I'll go anywhere. Expect you some more Vegas. That's nothing. Let's do it. All right. I must issue a public apology. I did not get to AB's fix announcement for this week, but I want to click on it real quick. Did you have something for the dive, Alex?
No, I didn't get to that. Been a busy week.
No, that's all good. So what I'm gonna do right now, we're gonna jump on his submission for the fix, and this is definitely something we need to learn something. Netflix will battle password sharing by charging extra user fees. Netflix reveals in its Q3 earnings call that it will charge members fees in 2023 in response to the long-standing practice of password sharing. Netflix will charge extra member fees in 2023 as the streaming service battles the long-running practice of password sharing among its users. In the shareholders issue, blah, 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 it's going to be a dick and try to save itself from going belly up. But with Netflix doesn't understand, the more it tries to be a dick, the more belly up the company is going to go. I wish the company would stop focusing on stupid stuff like password sharing and spent more time focusing on diversifying your income streams, building up coalitions of the willing, and smashing your competition. I'm cool with you doing the episode by episode breakout thing. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you doing the ad for people that want to do a $6.99 thing. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with you doing is running down people because they want to share their password. If I'm having unprotected sex with this girl and I want to give her my password so that she can enjoy Netflix because she's giving me unprotected sex, you need to stay the hell out of it and let me do what I do.
Sure.
Hold on, there's something going on the screen. Let me fix it. So anyway, like I said, you know what I mean? My bad. There was something wrong on the screen. But go ahead.
That's crazy because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I feel like if you keep upping the price, that's going to make more people leave the platform, and then that's going to make more people share password. Because at that point, it's like I'm not going to pay, and somebody else is paying for it, and I could just slide him $5. You know what I'm saying? I can slide him $10 or whatever the case may be. That's the same thing that's actually going on with YouTube Premium, the YouTube Premium joint. They're upping the price to $23 or something that a month. And it's
what? Are you serious?
I got the email in my phone. They sent it to me and was like, "Yeah, we're taking your family plan from $14 to $24 and some change." And it's just like, for what?
For what? Y'all ain't even doing nothing. You actually giving us less than what we was getting before.
Yeah, right. It's like for what? So it's just like, come on, y'all. It's just not cool. It is what it is.
All right. Let's move. I guess it's time for trailers. Let's get this done and over with so we can go home. You know what I mean? Hold on for a second. All right. Stop. There you go. Now let me put this on the screen and do what we got to do. Come on, talk while I get this done.
My fault. Why you ain't just say that? I mean, I understand.
Hey, like, I am the trailer god.
Yeah, for real. Let's go.
This is one arcade game we made in 1992. Managed to spawn out all the different form of media.
I'm Liu Kang. It is an honor to do with you.
Is it possible that the past and future are colliding? It has begun! Fight! Get over this!
You're no soldier, Kung Lao. You don't show respect.
There's a good-looking guy. Well, look at the two of us.
Surprised to see me? I will make you regret it.
Finish him.
That's so dope.
30 years. Help me realize how old I really am. Go ahead, gentlemen. Opinions. What are you thinking?
That's so dope. I feel like I actually want to start with a question. I don't think so. The most recent Mortal Kombat movie, was it worth the watch? Was it worth the watch? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the Mortal Kombat movie at all. So I was just wondering if it was worth the watch.
Go ahead, AB.
If you have HBO Max, go ahead and watch it. You know, it's a good right now. It's at its best place than going to the movie theater to go pay for it and watch it.
Got you. Okay.
Now that's just my opinion. Overall, the movie was good. I would still go to the movie theater and pay for it for a matinee because it had the action. Because you know what you were looking for. You were looking for that Sub-Zero Scorpion fight.
Yeah.
Once you got it, it delivered.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that was kind of stupid in the movie, but there was a lot of things they did right.
All right.
Which movie are we referring to? Are we talking about the first one or the last one that just came out?
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out at home. Watch it at home. Why would you go to a theater? And then, like, you know, if you stuck at home, you ain't got nothing to do. It's worth it to me. I mean, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I watch it.
You know what I'm saying?
I watch it, but yeah, 30 years of Mortal Kombat is dope. Right now on HBO Max, I'm currently watching the Boondocks, so it's a fun situation right now.
Gotcha. Let's move on. Big Mouth season 6 trailer. One of my favorite Netflix shows. Yeah. I watch every season when it comes out. It is ridiculous on a different level. Ooh, gotta give some hand claps, man. I didn't think they could take it up. It's like every season I watch, I'm like, how in the world did you outdo the last season? But they seem to have a way of doing it. What's your opinions? Jump in.
Did you watch Human Resources? It's a Big Mouth, but it's like made by the owner and the creators of Big Mouth. They did Human Resources, and it's all the monsters in the show Big Mouth. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix? Oh no, I have to watch it. I didn't even know that existed. So now you just gave me something else to enjoy.
Yeah, it's all the monsters in Big Mouth, but they have their own show that's like you know it's funny. It's good.
It's The Office. It's The Office. They all come into the office.
Yeah,
and they have to do the sex monsters have their own office. Yep. The envy monsters have this. Yep. And then they introduce you to the love bugs.
The love bugs.
Gotcha.
Yep, they all have their own. Yep.
But it has Kiki Palmer in there.
Sure.
Oh, let's get it. I'm loving it. AB, what you thinking?
Honestly, I need to catch up. I stopped at four season, and then this 5th season snuck by, and now season 6 is upon us. So I need to catch up.
I'm jealous, bro. Yeah, yo, that means you got, popcorn, soda, and some lube all weekend, man. You can make it happen. So anyway, let's go. Last trailer, gentlemen. There's somebody out here in the world trying to convince me that there's a way for that soft Michael B. Jordan cream puff guy to win against that hulking mass of mega human muscle that is whoever that guy is. The guy that plays Kane the Conqueror. Kane the Conqueror is going to murder Michael B. Jordan, and that's the movie. End of the movie. He's going not only is he going to beat the crap out of Michael B. Jordan, he's going to beat the crap out of him and then put him in jail for the rest of his life. And that's how this whole series is going to end. Thank you guys for coming. Have a good night. Let me just get this music going. You know what I mean? So anyway, anybody want to add to the story? You can add to it, but you can't change it. Let's go.
I'm glad that's how you feel about it, but the good guy never loses.
That's not true. Rocky has lost before in movies, so let's get that right.
All right, I guess you're right. Where are you?
No, I'm serious. Dog, you really haven't watched all the Rocky movies?
No. Yes, I've seen them. I've seen them all. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't win. He doesn't win every last one of them. Like he loses some stuff. I mean, he's not gonna do life in prison. All right, maybe 10 years. Okay, how about that? Makes you feel better. So then, like by the time he comes out of jail, his son is grown and mad at him. So now he's got to fight his son and the dude. And the dude actually marries his ex-wife and turns his son into his stepson. So now it's the whole family fighting against Michael B. Jordan as he comes out of doing a 10-year bid. Yeah.
Yeah, too bad you didn't make the
I
movie.
want whatever you're on right now.
Yeah, too bad you didn't.
He's on that Storm Jean Grey road.
Oh yeah. We're gonna watch that as soon as we get off the podcast.
Facts. So, nobody got nothing they want to add to this, so we just gonna let this fly by, huh?
Oh no, it looks good, and I'm glad. I don't know if it's for a fact, but I hope Jonathan Majors is just a new character and not what they were talking about. He was Clubber Lang's son. Clubber Lang, Mr. T's son from Rocky 3.
No. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Brand new character. This guy came out of prison. He's hungry, and he looks like he's just mad as hell at him. Like, I could have done this. I could have been better than you, and I'm gonna destroy you.
I'm telling you, he looked like he was better than him, bro. He came out cut. I was like, yo.
You don't think
I would not want to see. Go ahead.
You don't think that would make for a good story to have the two sons fight each other?
Too much. That's just too Hollywood.
That was the last movie.
That's the point, though. It's Hollywood. It's a Hollywood
It should
movie.
be. So Creed's son needs to fight all of Rocky's children's enemy. I mean, wait a minute. Rocky's enemy's children. He's gonna go down and beat all of because that's so corny. Like, Creed's son has to inherit all of Rocky's beefs. Like, what?
Sounds like an action movie.
That's worse than the one. At least mine was kind of dope and sinister. Yours is just Hollywood pathetic. Like, come on, bro. Like,
sounds like an action movie to me.
All right, okay, all right. Well, I'll make sure that they put you on the writing staff for all of the Van Damme movies from now on, like, because that's pretty much how you're on Van Damme level movie writing, and I'm not mad at you because they got paid. So, like, Pill, anything you wanted to add?
No, I think it's a dope looking movie, man. I didn't know how I felt about it at first. Didn't think to go look at the trailer, but now that I watched the trailer, it looks really dope, and I think I can get behind it.
Okay. So, at the end of the day, you gonna go to the theaters with us when we go to see it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. This is the last thing for the night. This is on the Black Nerd Podcast playlist. Check it out, and then we're gonna give our shout outs and get out of here.
Give me your money, bitch.
Oh, calm down, bro.
You calm down. Just hurry up.
Are you a black guy?
Are you serious?
What?
What, just because I'm robbing you mean I'm black?
Well, I mean...
Why would you think that?
I don't know, maybe because you're robbing me and you're black?
How you know I wasn't a white guy?
Because, bro.
Did I play this last week?
Sure did.
Then nobody was going to stop me? Y'all was just going to let me play this old-ass trailer?
Yeah,
and that's going to be it?
We just figured you wanted to do it again.
Told you. He's on
Why would I want to play the same thing over you? You know what? Fuck you. Excuse me.
He's on that gray Rogue Storm.
You know what? I got your gray Rogue Storm right here, buddy. So anyway, let's kick our shout outs. And you know what I mean? And then I will let y'all know what we're gonna talk about next week. Come on, AB, shout outs.
Shout outs to my peeps that watched the show last night for the live stream. Thank you very much. Hope to see you guys again.
That's it. Hey, so I said something. I was like, "Why are you playing that music in the background? Like, that was weird."
Oh, it's just to set the atmosphere and whatnot.
You played that for the whole time you was on there. It was like all of this like Marvel music. I was like, I couldn't do that. I would have to leave. I'd be like, bro, if you don't turn this stuff off, this drive me nuts.
That's what my players like. They like to have that music in the background to go ahead and get them ribbed up and ready to fight.
Gotcha. 3 hours of movie soundtrack music. Shout out to AB and his squad. Pell, shout outs.
Hey, yo, shout out first of all, shout out to you two guys. Shout out to the two guys that were missing that's supposed to be here. And I guess I don't know. I guess we'll find out later what happened to them. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. That's gonna tune in later and watch it later. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to a better me and a better you. That's about it.
Word. Shout out to everybody that's a nerd out there. Tap into all of that. Yo, shout out to all of my guys. Yo, AB, thank you, sir. Thank you, Pill. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and being at least somewhat on time. Next week, we talk about technology that doesn't make sense in sci-fi. You know what I mean? I wanted to get this finale week out of the way, and so that we can get into some fun conversations. So all of the guys are going to be bringing in just technology and things that they've seen in their favorite fantasy and sci-fi films that just doesn't make sense in the real world. So we're going to talk about that. Plus, we're going to bring you all of the wonderful segments that you guys love to watch. We love you guys. Don't forget, like I said, follow us on Instagram, Black Nerd Universe. Follow us on Facebook, Black Nerd Podcast. Follow us on subscribe to the audio, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify. Tap in, bro. And then, of course, subscribe to the VVC Life YouTube channel. We'll check y'all out next time. Peace.